Hey, what's up everyone? Max here for Adventist Youth Ontario. Today in this video I want to share with you some of the upcoming events that are happening in Ontario, in and around maybe your church. I know not every church is going to be featured in this video, but hopefully with time we can become more comprehensive in what we cover. First things first, Global Youth Day is coming up March 19, and I'm sure that the youth department at your church has been planning very carefully and very meticulously for this day. The concept behind Global Youth Day, of course, is to take a day where the youth of the church get to the forefront of reaching out to the community. And so your church is going to be planning some kind of outreach event, some way to reach out. One thing I've noticed actually in seeing the event pages and the planning sessions that have been coming up around the Metro North Central area and in the Durham region and a few other things is that a lot of churches are actually doing a worship service that's going to be led by the youth and then having an afternoon component that's going to be outreach. And that's fine. The idea behind Global Youth Day is to actually kind of skip church altogether and just do a day of outreach. But if you're choosing to have a youth-led worship service, that's totally cool too. We want to be flexible with this and creative with it and allow the youth to do something that speaks to them. So all the power to all of you who have been planning awesome things for Global Youth Day. Please, and this is an important thing I want to highlight really quick, for camp meeting this summer, we would love to put together a video that is a summary or highlight video from Global Youth Day in this province. So when you go to do your outreach component of your Global Youth Day activities, get someone to film it. Even if you don't have like the best gear on hand, whatever, it's okay. Just get someone to take video of your Global Youth Day activities. We would love to do a Global Youth Day recap video at camp meeting this summer. Now, leading up to Global Youth Day, which is March 19, there will also be a Youth Week of Prayer. So from the 12th until the 19th, there's going to be a Youth Week of Prayer in your region or at your church, wherever it might happen to be. And I'm going to list out some of the ones that are happening. So March 12th, there's going to be a Youth Sabbath at the St. Catherine's Church, going by the title Love is a Verb, and it's going to be kind of a kickoff to this week of prayer leading up to Global Youth Day. The Hamilton Mountain Church, Hamilton East Church, Living Word Christian Fellowship, and the Hamilton Filipino Church are holding their week of prayer at Cathedral High School. They're going to be going through the week, having a really awesome event for you. The Metro North Central Youth Week of Prayer is going to be held at the Downsview Church in Toronto. On the Thursday of the week of prayer, they're having a fun day with sports and games at Downsview Park. So that's going to be pretty cool. If you're in the area, go check that out. The Kendallwood Youth Week of Prayer is going to be happening at the same time. So if you're in the Durham region or in Whitby or Ajax, you might go check that out. April 1st and 2nd are actually going to be a Southern Ontario regional youth conference called Living in Truth for Christ. So also be looking forward to that. That's going to be pretty cool. If you are in the London area, especially around the University of Western Ontario, the Western Adventist Student Association is putting on what is now going to become their annual spring benefit concert. This year they're partnering with ADRA to raise funds for a school that they're trying to build for the children of Syrian refugees in Lebanon. So this is really cool. This is a really great opportunity. Definitely be there for the benefit concert. The admission is $15 if I'm not mistaken. You can check that out on their page. You can also find their event hosted on the Adventist Youth Ontario Facebook page. The event, Songs for Syria, is going to be held April 3rd. That's a Sunday. It's in the afternoon, I believe 2 to 4 p.m. It's basically a matinee concert, so come out to that. And the last thing I want to highlight, this is kind of a long shot, kind of looking forward to the future a little bit, but August 11 to 14, I told you there was a long shot. August 11 to 14 is going to be the GYC Eastern Canada Conference. Yes, I said that, GYC Eastern Canada. For those of you who are familiar with the ministry known as ECYC, Eastern Canada Youth Conference, they've for a long time been associated with the movement that is known as GYC, but now it's been made the official branding, so they are no longer being known as ECYC, but in fact it's going to be GYC Eastern Canada. So their conference again is coming up in August. You can check out their event also linked, or they haven't actually created the event page for that, but we will be linking it on our Facebook page. Make sure you follow us on all of our other social media. Thank you for tuning into this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if there's anything going on in your region or in your church that we didn't cover, and I'm sure there's plenty, feel free to leave that in the comments below, and we'll do our best to follow your links and make sure everything gets highlighted on the Ontario Conference Facebook page, as well as on all our other social media. I'm losing the ability to talk as this video goes on, so I'm gonna stop this right here while I'm still ahead. Thank you for tuning into the show, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.